too.
Alright, everybody.
I thought it was time
Welcome
I heard
back
the
to-
stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Alright, welcome everybody back to What Remains of Edith Finch. Now, if you remember, part 1, we ended off right here. So we are gonna continue with part 2, and hopefully we can get the game done in that time. Otherwise, we have to get it done in... Why is there so many chairs?
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
That's true. Well, I gotta get on here so I can manage
And the
everything.
history you're a part of.
Wait, is that the house over there? Oh, that's the old house.
Though to be
Okay.
honest, I feel as lost as you probably do
Hello
right
there,
now.
Peyton. Gotta turn my phone down. Okay.
I think the people
All right.
in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Yeah. Oh, it turns on. How you been, Peyton?
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
In your bio, so you know, it says get a loan and not along. I've been pretty good. Oh, thank you for letting me know that.
I think
Well,
we've
that's
been
good
surrounded
to
by
hear.
death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
So basically, I've been just streaming random games I
It's
used to play
embarrassing
in.
for me to admit this, but
Basically, I'm just streaming games that I played in the past and tried streaming on Mixer, but at the same time, it didn't go so well because I had crappy internet. But now we're back here, all over again, playing the game.
the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Yikes.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
So what you been up to? That's good, just getting out there and doing some stuff. Nice.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
So yeah. Right
She
now
could see it poking at low tide.
I could have finished the game earlier, but I had to do something, so this is part 2 of the stream. For now.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Is that everything? Alright. Where to now, game? Sorry, I have to go way ahead.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
So been playing any games much, Peyton?
But looking back on it now,
Been any Rainbow Six Siege
if she
or
told me there was
Warzones?
going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Okay,
I never
enough
met
of that
Grandpa
already.
Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Oh, nice. I was playing
Sam spent his life shooting
Modern
photos,
Warfare
but
earlier.
Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Oh, there's he's still talking. Alright. Yeah, I was playing Modern Warfare earlier, and
Instead of hiding from
I
death,
tried
Sam
some of
seemed
the
to go
new
out of his
maps
way
and
to meet
sucked.
it.
Let's see. I want to explore before I interact with that thing. Nothing? Okay, cool. Let's go back then. I also tried doing solos of Warzone and that didn't go so well.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime. Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything? It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? You'll never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
And the
I'm
new
gonna
maps
take some
aren't really
pictures,
that good.
okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw.
Especially the what's it called?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Atlas Superstore, that's one the map I'm thinking about.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to
I need
survive.
to take a picture of
I'll be
this.
fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
To tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man,
Right there.
Dad!
good eyes, Dawn.
Oh. Guess I missed that thing too.
Before you take
I
the
was like,
shot,
oh,
let me
the
get a
bird,
picture.
yeah. Uh-oh. Wait, where is she? Can't see. Wait, where is she?
Dad,
Oh, there she is.
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
Oh, yikes. Are we shooting a deer?
Let me get behind you.
I guess we
Do I
are.
have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh crap, I have to move. Thanks, I thought he was gonna move automatically.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Doc. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Oh god! Oh god. Oh no!
Of all these stories, that's the one that my mom had told me.
Why, the deer hunting? Where basically your father tries taking you on your first deer hunting and the deer kicks you off a cliff? Do keep in mind, this game is about family and death, so this guy's dead. Just letting you know. But yeah, they even added a game called, not game, another map. It was called like Vigilant or something. It's from Modern Warfare. The original Modern Warfare, and I did not like it one bit. It just didn't feel fun at all. Is there something else I gotta do? Can I go back out? Oh, I can't. No, I think there's something I missed in here. Oh, right here. I'm not very good when it comes to the obvious.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah, Hard Hat was actually from Modern Warfare 2, but that map is actually pretty fun. I like that map. I think that map is actually, other than, the other new maps they've been having recently,
I can't
especially
imagine my
Shoot
mom
House, that's a
ever
good
writing
map as
poetry
well.
Yet.
Well, we're gonna do this one first since we first saw it. Yeah, Hard Hat's not bad. It has some downs to it. Wait, what's this say?
Dear Kay,
Oh,
do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone?
divorce documents.
Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I
Like
he
some
saw
playing
things
as a
the rest of
baby?
us don't.
Oh, I see. The ducky follows me. Oh, there you go. Let's hit all these.
That's hand over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Oh, this is during
What he saw.
X.
What his world was like.
Oh my god. What's wrong with these other two letters? Because there's an achievement, which I already got, but I'll do it for everybody else who hasn't gotten it before. Oh,
Lost in his
what
imagination.
do we do? That's all I'm guessing. Ah, where to go for that?
I know how silly it sounds.
This is how I was like as a kid.
Too happy.
Just having so much stuff in the back of it. It's like, yeah.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know she could have told us
No, I don't want to.
about the world we
Oh
saw.
no! Wait, I think I know what's gonna happen now.
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
She's talking. He's talking to his ex-wife.
I'm sure as hell.
Oh no!
And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay.
So he drowned in the bathtub.
Love, Sam.
Yikes! Oh, she's not gonna talk about him? Alright. She usually talked about the people that died, but I guess not. Alright, it's this
A
one.
poem for
A
Gus,
poem for Gus.
who always said the
she's
wedding
gonna
was
read
a
it.
bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard. Before the day my brother said in teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
What do I do? So I just flying around? What am I supposed to do? Oh, I see. I think I know what I do. There we go. Games I've been playing recently have been very dark.
My
With
father made him
death
come,
and
of course,
all
but
that.
Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
But they actually have
I
been
tried to
really
talk him out of it,
emotional
but though he'd never
games
met
that were fun to
"You
play.
don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
I now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Dang it, trying to make a heart. God, it's hard. What else do I do? Oh. Guess I'm supposed to hit this?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to
Come here.
But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Gave him his middle finger. What a great kid, right?
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder
Wait.
sounded much too close and full of angry power.
I
All
think
my
I know
father
what's
said
going
to
on.
this was, "Make the music louder."
Wish that. So he died in the storm?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
So he died in the storm. Oh, hello,
She never
Troy.
talked about him.
Welcome.
Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Interesting. Welcome to the chat. I am just replaying some games I tried streaming on Mixer a while ago, but didn't go so well, so.
My mom moved up to the loft
Because
after
I
her
had better
brothers
internet.
died.
I am good, how are you?
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Let's see, is this it? There we go. Oh, I can read the Bible? You'll read that right after.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay. Alright. We can open that.
Religion was
might as
another
well
thing
read
my
this
mom never
first.
talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Oh, nice. How was your friend's cabin?
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Oh. Yeah, are we able to go down? Nope.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Oh.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Yeah.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while,
That sucks.
things were
Sure.
good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
So where do I go now? Didn't last.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday,
Oh.
when Edie gave him a castle.
Got the people, see what she
After
says.
Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Is there anything around I can do? Because I know there's some secrets in the game, but... Right. X, can I not... Can I not climb up? There we go. Paintings. Let's see. What does this say?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
I don't know you play these games. I thought you only play it for Warzone. I don't play those games with Bryce, but there are many single player games that I wanted to stream. Because I always play with Bryce, and when he wanted me to play with him, we always stream those type of games, but yeah. I have these games too. Oh, right. You can't hear me very well with the music? Oh boy. Let's see if that works. Ah, God, I gotta start all over again. Tell me if that's better, Troy. If it isn't, I'll fix it after this part so I can actually finish it. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, it's alright, Troy. At least it's working now. At least it's better. Oh, is that it? I didn't have to do much for that one.
I was four.
Other ones I had to do stuff. Alright, am I able to go back down? Oh, I can't go back
Mom
down.
spent months
Okay, I was
searching
like,
for my brother.
there's
Then
nothing
she sealed
else
the
I can
doors.
do. Oh. Oh, he ran away. Okay, so he ran away, and then
Whatever Milton had found in the
they
house,
must have
Mom
gave
didn't
up
want
on
it
trying to
getting
find
out.
them. Yikes. There's a staircase, I didn't notice that.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself.
Cool.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
That's sort of like me. I just stay in my room until I go back to my job.
Everyone always
Well,
told me to
if
stay
they
in
ever let me.
Louis's room. Except Louis.
Oh, there's the achievement. Huh. Actually did it. That's the final achievement for this game. So, well, that I needed. So the game's 100% completed for achievements. That's good to know. Alright. Let me enter here.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
New games, of course. Anything else I can interact? Nope. Alright. Don Finch.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation.
Oh, jeez.
As I see it, the trouble began in
I can
January,
already tell what's gonna
shortly
happen
after we
now.
convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily
God.
life.
This is
He
a
kept
job
working.
simulator.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
Oh.
wander.
Oh, I'm able to walk?
I asked him to describe it. He said he
Yikes.
started small,
I'll just keep working on
imagining
my
a
problem.
labyrinth.
I imagine playing a game.
He'd feel his
That's
way
usually
about.
how I am at work. I get so bored, so I'm like, you know what?
Then something
There's
moved,
nothing to do. I don't have my phone.
Bats.
Let's just think about something.
and toads.
Cross.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
Well, that's
took it very
interesting.
seriously.
Okay.
I had hoped he'd find
Oh
himself.
crap, we gotta get rid of that. This is really hard. I'm using my right stick for the hand, and then I'm using my left stick to move on the eye screen here.
But he found something more. I worried about him.
I don't know
then,
if I'm supposed to continue or not.
daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said
I know,
Lewis had
right?
become
Easy
a model
job, just
employee.
cutting these
Methodical,
fish heads.
tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
That's a big fish.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
I don't even pet him or anything. I'm like, get out of the
On the
way.
edge of a city he
gotta
named
keep moving.
Lewis Topia.
Louis Topia.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Oh crap. Yeah, just slide in over there.
And
Do
songs
my
for them
job
to
for
play.
me. Why
He
is
talked
everybody
about starting a
following me?
band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Hold on, I guess.
He no
gotta cut
longer
the
spoke
fish.
at the
Oh, no.
cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then
Oh,
one day it
yeah,
struck
my
him
chopping's reliable.
that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Am I able to cut that? No.
He held an election for mayor. And he won. They
Like that
begged him
Mario
to stay,
reference.
but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Alright. Oh, crap. There we
He'd
go. We
conquer a
gotta keep
city,
our
then
fishing
immediately
going.
push on. New Louisville.
New Louisville. Sweet, sweet.
St. Louis.
Huh. Like that name?
We
Like that
started
name?
drifting away from our reality.
God, it's getting hard to steer. What's this one? gonna be called?
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing
Oh.
on.
Sorry, I'm still working. Oh, she's still in the back. Do
In
apologize.
Louisburg,
Oh,
he
it's
heard
over
rumors of a
there. Wait, what?
handsome queen.
Okay. Why didn't it say beautiful queen? You know what? I'm not gonna question it.
The queen
this
was
one
on her
gonna
own
say?
quest for
Radiant rainbows. Yes. This is what we have to do.
radiant rainbows.
Yes. Sorry, Queen. I'm just knocking over your rainbows here.
He followed the sound of her
Electric
electric sitar.
sitar. Oh, that's interesting.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then,
Alright,
his
how
logic
long will it be?
remained sound.
Oh, right, we're still doing this. Oh,
He knew the
now they
world
just
was all in
disappear.
his imagination.
Oh god, there's so too many fish. Oh god. Please stop. This ain't a rush hour at McDonald's.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Aha, we did it. Well, why? But this chapter has become a little bit
For someone
choppy
who'd never
with the
known
frames,
success
but
in the
it's
real
alright.
world, I think it was
It's not too
overwhelming.
bad.
And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Wait for me, Queen.
My
I chopped so
imagination
many
is as
fish for
real
you.
as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Can I not grab it? Wait, what happened to my hand? Oh, we're in real life now. Makeup? No.
He began to forget the world we know.
Cannery. Oh.
I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker.
Wait a second.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Are we able to... No? Okay.
I still
Just
thought I
keep
could
going.
save him. even after he
Oh,
said he was being
no.
crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Wait, is he gonna let Colin die?
The palace would be packed with his companion.
Wait. I don't really know what's gonna happen. Either A, he fell and died, or something else is
Including the
gonna
wise
happen.
Calico who'd insisted on inviting him. His queen waited, holding his crown.
No.
There was only one thing left to do. Bend down
Has to
his head.
happen.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Yikes.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Dang. That's the worst way to go, too. Ugh, can't think about that now. Just like seeing or actually thinking of the experience. Ugh.
On the way back from
Yeah, I
Lewis's
can't.
funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Is that bubble wrap? Oh no, it's peanuts. Packaged.
My mom ended up leaving
packaged
everything
peanuts.
behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Yeah. Ah, we get
But
to
it
climb
had
up
to
now.
end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Edith. Yeah, this is really interesting. I mean, we still have part 1 available as well if you ever want to check that out, Peyton. I'll put that
That
as
whole
a
last
collection,
day,
both of these, so
Edie just watched us
you can
pack
always go
and
back
didn't
and
say
watch.
a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
So
the power had been shut
listen
off that
in
morning,
here.
but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
We'll just get in here.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
I'm able to move? Okay.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Oh, I gotta turn around then.
I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Everything is destroyed, but yet the gate's still intact.
Things I can't explain,
Wait,
but that I need you to
this-
try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. Morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Oh no.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started
Have
getting
to keep
sick a lot.
shaking.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh no.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh boy, I think I know what's going to happen.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
We weren't playing Edith at all? We were playing her child. And the child was reading the story. Wow. Wow. Alright. That was a good game. Oh, it's saving during the credits. Oh boy, is there more? Is there a plot twist? But yeah, I haven't played this game in so long. And that twist is still crazy. Oh, you're confused, Peyton? Well, what happened is the implication is Edith, who's the person who's been talking the whole time and writing in the notes, was yeah, the person narrating, writing the book was Edith. Well, at least that's who we thought it was. So basically, the Edith family has an unfortunate history of deaths. So basically, I'm guessing... I always thought we were playing as Edith, but we were actually playing as her child. And Edith already died. Wow. I know it said what remains of Edith Finch for the game title, but I always thought it meant, like, it was gonna go through at last minute that they show what happened to her, but instead they did but at the same time they revealed that we weren't playing as who we thought we were. I did really like this game, and anybody who joined in during this part, like I said, this is part 2. There is a part 1. It doesn't have part 1 in it, but it's going to be in one of my recent broadcasts, so if you guys want to watch that and see the rest of the stories that wasn't covered in this one, you can go ahead and check it out. This was an amazing game, and yeah, it was a very cool game. Yeah, I really liked it. I think I never heard about the game, but my sister did, and she told me that I should get it. I was a bit skeptical at first, but then playing it, it's just really good. Especially replaying it after a year or two. It's just it's so good. Especially the ending. I actually got a little bit emotional at the end there. Because I was just thinking about, like, you being the last person in your family. It's very sad to hear that. But yeah. There's all the playtesters. If I remember, this game is either $20 to $15, I believe, on the game. Oh. Oh, that was the end. The replay a story option is now available. Select Edith to begin from the beginning. Alright. So, the reason why I thought Edith was the main character is because this is the family tree we look through. So the family tree, every time you go through somebody's story, she writes down, well, he writes down, which is the son, writes down a picture of the person in the book. And I always thought we were playing as Edith because Edith didn't have a death ear or anything, making it seem like she was still alive, but I guess she did die, which is sad. But yeah, that was What Remains of Edith Finch. I do classify this game as a walking simulator, but it is so much more than a walking simulator. I mean, yes, there's a lot of walking, but at the same time, there's a very great storyline. There's different styles for each story and different mechanics. It's just so good. One negative I have with the game is Milton's story. Basically, you just do I do like the style, but you don't do much. It was very short, and you only did a flip book type of thing for the story. But yeah, that was What Remains of Edith Finch. It was a very fun game, and I will check on my achievements. I believe I got everything here. Yep, that's all the achievements. There's nothing else I need to do, right? No. Alright. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, Troy, for coming in. Thank you, Peyton, for staying during half of the game. And thank you for others who were, watching. But yeah, well, yep, it was very fun. And thank you again for staying, Peyton. And that's alright, you can leave. I'm about to end the stream here, so yeah, I'll put this in a category called What Remains of Edith Finch, so you can find it on my Twitch channel, and you can look in the collection and find the video there. Part 1 there, so if you ever want to watch it, it's there. But thank you again. And I will end it. Bye everybody! Hope you enjoyed.